right, don't forget to hit that like button.
This is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up.
That's right, I see everyone in the comment section already.
Sorrow
I appreciate you more than you know, cabrones.
wake up.
There's always a lot to talk about.
But for
Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Streets.
tangled up in
This is what we do. I don't know what they do. This is what we do.
I can't seem to shake you.
That's right, I see everyone in the comment section. Appreciate you.
I can't seem to shake you, baby.
My.
I swear
That's right, for all the raza, it's Friday night. The last weekend of December. Yeah, let's get into this new year the right way. The correct way.
But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you.
My. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Tangled up in you.
That's right. I appreciate you. That's right. Orale Machete. I appreciate you. My boy Jerry Romero, Kevlar 559. Get this thing going. Live from the 831. Yep, the Corazon headquarters is in the casa. And what I mean by headquarters is shit. We got one of the capitals to the United Farm Workers right here in Salinas. If you didn't know, oh yeah. Salinas is on the corrida, if you didn't know what that is. So, shout out to all the raza. Shout out to all the Chicanos. Orale, what's up with you guys? Let me go ahead and I'll get the comment section up. Give me a second, gente. I can't see the comments right now, only on, oh yeah, the iPad. That's right, my boy Aguilar. That's right, my boy. I don't know why the headphones were tripping. It's like I can only hear one side. Here it is. That's right. I appreciate you, my boy Aguilar. That's right. Turbo Duran's in the casa. Day Warner. ¿Qué huele contigo, güey? It's Friday night. We got a lot to talk about. Gracias to all you guys that hit me on IG. On IG is where you can go ahead and send me a clips. I appreciate you guys. That's content que nomás me están dando así, ¿verdad? O sea, it don't get easier than that, right? React to something that happens on the internet. So I appreciate you guys. If you want to if you want to follow me on IG, go ahead. Chicano Tube. Yep, we got it. Chicano Tube. Did I ever tell you that I tried to make it, what's it called? The pinche Chicano meta verified? Yeah, I tried to get Chicano Tube meta verified. Actually, I did. And when I did, they want, send pictures of an ID, everything that has to be appropriate, right? First of all, give me a 1. Let me know that you can hear me. Can you hear me? That's right. Live from the 559, my boy. I see you, Kevlar. That's right, my boy. Just give me a 1. Someone give me a 1. Make sure you can hear me. Make sure the levels are coming in clear. Por favor, someone hit me with a 1. Before we go on to a couple days left in the rest of this year and talk about what we got to talk about. Gente, give me a 1. Can you hear me? How's my levels? We're good? All right. There it is. We're good. All right. Now let me get the chat up then so I can see it over here. What you covered on this. All right. There it is. Give me a second. You already know the drill. And then we'll talk about it. There's a video that I was just speaking with the wifey right now. Beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. There was a video I told her we got to do it. She was like, yeah, we got to do this video. We got to do this video tomorrow. I think it's going to be a hit. I think it's going to be good. Well, I'm going to do it just because I want to anyways. Regardless, right? It's going to be a hit, and I think I want to drop that one New Year's Eve, man. I think I want to drop that one on New Year's Eve. All right, hold on, cabrones. Hold on. Let me get the chat. That way I could just see it with you. Un segundo. Kick back. I was on Dankin' and Drinking. Did you see me over there? On DND, man. Shout out to DND. Shout out to my brother from another mother, Beanloke. And Mr. 209. Man, there was a palm tree that was out there and I snoozed, 209. I fucking snoozed, bro. It was like the palm trees that they have in Indio. It was like these palm trees that they have over there in Calexico. And I snoozed. And because I was always thinking, take a little truck over there and get 6 or 8 of those fat little palm trees. I didn't want these little palm trees that look like they're just sprouting all at the roots. Or I didn't want it to go all the way up, fucking 20, 30 feet. I'll be dead in ashes at that point. And then what's the point? You know, I won't even be able to enjoy the pinchy palm. But those ones they have in Indio and Calexico, con the palm trees that they have fat stumps, like thick. Not fat, but like thick or whatever you want to call it. Boom, and they go up. And then it sprouts, pero las hojas go like out and it really gives you shade. My brother had one, or his brother had one, and I snoozed on it and I didn't pick it up. And I texted him this morning, right, cabron? And I said, hey, that palm tree? Nothing, Huawei. Nothing. Chingado, man. I snoozed on that one. That's what I get. I snoozed on that one. That's right, Turbulura. Now I can see the comments. I appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and activate the comments over here. That's right, my boy Aguilar. Uno, okay, I'm good. We'll take off then. Gracias, all the day oneers. Gracias, everyone in the members only. Of course, you already know this is the Raza's channel, the people's channel here. We don't shy away from any pinchy topic. There's not one topic. Nope. Since we started Chicano Tube and we started having conversations about Chicanos and Chicanos, should they speak Spanish, and about disciplining our kids and everything that we brought to the forefront here in the conversation. We're duros. You know, somos mexicanos, so we're duros. So we give it to you the way we give it to you, and nomás hay un estilo, and that's the way you're going to get it, right? Como nosotros agarramos la chancla, and the way we got el pinche cinto, we're going to go ahead and give it to you, just in that same fashion. That's right, Jay Romero. I appreciate you, my boy. Orale San Whole Life, I appreciate you, my brother. How are you, carnal? Hey, we're coming up on the New Year's. Happy New Year to you, to the familia, everyone in the comments section, man. Christmas, it's done now, so I can't say that. I said that for 4 weeks. Now is Happy New Year to you and to yours. Gracias to everyone that's been supporting the channel, bro. Since June to now, we're cracking 6,000. Are we at 6,000 yet? Let me see. Are we at 6,000? I just checked right now. We're at 6,006. Gracias to you guys. I highly appreciate all the support. Of course, it just comes natural, right? The raza is going to pinche apoyar the raza, right? But I highly appreciate you guys. We cracked 6K. The best is yet to come. We're going to get to that 10K. And then our voice is going to have a seat at the table. You can't deny it anymore. You can't deny it. Our voice has a seat at the table. Here we are. 40% of California? Oh, shit, man. We can make some major power moves, but I don't want to go off on that tangent right there. Because I really did think that I had something to do with, you know, bringing pride back to the raza. Bringing pride, not confusion. You know, even though we were talking about Chicano, who is Chicano? Well, that's already defined. But what I'm saying is that bringing pride back to the gente, especially to the parents out there, okay? Because to the parents, when you don't teach your kids pride, identity, culture, you know what's going to happen? They're going to go and get their pride and identity and culture from a laptop. And if they get it from a laptop, then don't be shocked, don't be surprised if they come out chuecos or something just fell off the family tree. And guess what? It was your pinchy fault. The parents. I'm saying to us parents. That's why someone had asked me, I'll ask your opinion right now. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the comments right now. Should Chicanos know the Spanish language? I'm going to say it again. I think this is a good one. This might ignite some shit. Should Chicanos, in order to hold that distinction, again, I know we're picking things, creating content. That's all we're doing, creating content, right? Picking at things, right? Should we speak Spanish or not? And if we don't speak Spanish, is that someone we should look down on and be like, Ese güey ni habla español. I remember I was watching Chemo's flicks. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but Chemo's flicks was one of the reasons that I'm thinking of this video tomorrow. Chemo's flicks is one of the reasons I'm thinking of this video tomorrow. But he had that one on there when they were throwing shots back and forth. Who was it? It was El and the Runner. Oh man, it was. You know what? Forget it. I forgot. I just digressed already. But anyways, if I do that video tomorrow, Chemo, you're in the casa, cabrón. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. El told him, you don't even speak Spanish. Lightweight, agree with El right there. I'm just glad that puto's not raza. Anyways, so should Chicanos speak Spanish or not? Or else you can't. You don't got La Vaca brand. You don't got the hot brand on your shoulder or can wear it on your sleeve or anything. You know what? Because I actually think it's going to come to a point where if you want to get that pinche Instagram meta verification, you're going to have to pass through the channel right here. We're going to have a conversation right here because here we could see wolves in sheep's clothing. We could already see those pendejos. We could see wolves in sheep's clothing so they could no longer fool, and try to get to the flock anymore because now we got good shepherds. We ain't going to make no more decisions. Well, first of all, no somos chuecos. Second of all, you can't buy us because our traditions and values go way longer than todo tu pinche dinero. Que te pudres con tu pinche dinero. We'd rather have Dios, familia, y cultura and keep it pushing in that direction. That's right, Drunken Chefs in the casa. I appreciate you, my boy. What up, tapping in? Show support, man. I appreciate you, cabron. Hey, have a happy New Year, cabron. I'm going to be DJing just a couple hours on New Year's Eve. And so I'm going to be doing my thing, too. But I'll be back with the familia. And, yeah, hey, we made it another pinche year. Wait, man, that's a trip, man. We made it another year. That's why we did the giveaway at the gym. That's why we did the online giveaway. And to the gente, the assistant will be mailing stuff out after the new year. So to all the winners of the giveaway, there was gas cards the gente won. There was beanies. There was the black extra large t-shirts. What else was there? Oh, the Chicano flags. Oh, those were a hit right there. So all of that, you guys give the assistant some time off. Okay. I'll give her some time off. And then she'll go ahead and mail everything out. I'm gonna send her your text messages. So if you're one of the winners, you should have already sent me a text message because I need a mailing address. Cabrones, okay? So get at me on the text line, which is this one, huh? If you won a pinchy prize, right? Boom, there's the text line right there. That's right, El Chapo. I appreciate you. Congratulations on 6K, Mikey Chicano too. It's not even me, cabron. It's the fucking raza, bro. We're 40% of California. How deep should we be on this pinchy canal, bro? We're 40% in California. The makeup, Mexicanos, Chicanos, same thing. However you want to cut it and slice it and dice it. Mexican Americans, we're 40% of the demographic, bro. Oh, the canal is going to be the people's movement. And then we're just going to start polling, different things on the direction, on what we're going to do. We'll have a mass poll and we're going to get to the point here where we're going to have endorsements. Oh, yeah, believe me. We're going to endorse certain individuals that are for us, for me, for you. As long as you get that vibe already from me, you sense my corazón. I mean, none of us really know each other, right? We're only on the internet, right? But it doesn't take much to be able to have that, that little spider sense and be like, you know what? This guy doesn't look like a sellout. He doesn't look like que se puede vender por dinero. And he looks like he doesn't hold back his tongue, which is authenticity. And he's for the people, just by action. And then we'll put our stamp on that. That's right. Cagapalos in the casa. How about? Let's read that one more time. I'm going to read Cagapalos' comment. That's an interesting comment, to say the pinche least. How about why Gavas feel like they are more raza than raza and feel left out and badmouth raza once they get exposed for not living up to raza expectations? Well, you can boil that down to, Mexicanos in California, the majority, and people just want to join. They want to join the culture. People want to join the culture. We got the best pinche comida, okay? shout out to the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. But I will say this in respect to the best women, best comida, best. I'm a guy. I'm thinking biasly, okay, cabrones? Like you should be thinking, oh, the Russians, we got the best food. We got Irish, we got the best food. We got the in Northern California, yeah, I saw that. I did see that. In Salinas, no. Not on the streets, not at all. Matter of fact, most of them were like Crips. Most of them actually were Crips here in Salinas. I'm only speaking from that. But, and then what? And then talk down on the raza. So anyways, they have no card at the pinchy table when it comes to raza issues. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about this. What's his name? Dr. Umar. Okay, Dr. Umar. He was on a popular podcast. I think it was the Joe Budden podcast. And he said this. Joe Budden told him, you don't think Eminem could be the king of rap, could be the king of hip hop, could be the best lyricist living on planet Earth? And Dr. Umar, I want to get your opinion, gente. Shout out to everyone here in the comment section that's commenting. All you guys, all my day oneers. Gracias por apoyando el canal. Highly appreciate you guys from the bottom of mi corazón. Dr. Umar said this. Eminem. He said, and I think he said it like this, based on an African nationalist perspective. This is what I think he said, Dr. Umar or Uma or something like that. He said, based on so it's good to preface it with that, cabron, because anyone can say this. Anyone can say, oh, well, you can slice it and dice it 100 different ways. That's true. That's true. But Dr. Umar said this in regards to Eminem with Joe Budden saying, do you consider him the best rapper of all time hip-hop history? And Dr. Umar said this. We need to stop giving African accolades or African traditional attributes, giving those titles to people who are non-Africans. What do the people think about that? I'm going to say it again. It's been going viral. You've seen it. No Jumper. No Jumper put that out there. No Jumper. The coolest podcast in the world. Le encanta cuando le dicen eso al güey, ¿verdad? Crazy, huh? So that would be like us, los mexicanos. Hey, los mexicanos saying, hey, there's someone that cooks better tacos than us, and it's fulano de tal, and he's another race. He's Russian, he's German, he's whatever he is, Australian, he's French, he's black, white, Chinese, whatever. So can fulano de tal cook better tacos than a Mexican? What do you think? I don't think so. I don't think so. The people don't like that? Well, let me know. Can Eminem take the crown of rap? And there's people saying this is a cultural thing. This belongs to us, and so nel pastel. Let me know. That's right, Mr. Goy's in the casa, the after party. Yay, yay. That's right. I said mines to you. That's right, my boy, the after party with whom. Hit that like button. Por favor, hit that pinche like button. What do you think about that, though? I mean, I'm not talking about neutral shit like oh, who's the best fighter or boxer? Okay, it doesn't matter the raza then. It could be whatever it is. He's just a bench pinchy fighter, period. You know what I mean? But we're talking about mutually exclusive things that belong to certain razas. Do you, the gente, give rap and hip hop over to black culture? Yes or no? Hold on a second. Chemo's Flicks. I text the smoking sexy hot wife right now, and Chemo's Flicks came up on my feed, and it says a filter hit the YouTube yarda with an update. Man, shout out to Chemo. Hey, that video, if I do it, cabron, I really want to do it, man. I really want to do it. If see me animo on that one, cabron. Oh, man. And shout out to also the creator, the originator, OG, triple OG. Okay, come on. Shout out to OG, triple OG. All right, let's get back. Let's get back on track, cabrones. All right, let's get back on track, man. Mile High Hustle, I appreciate you. Respects to everyone, I appreciate you. Hey, Happy New Year to you, to the familia, cabron. 2024, who would have thunk it? We made it this far, man. Let's just, this is my nugget for people in the new year. Just slow it down. Smell the roses. Realize right now you could be living in the golden moments and the golden years of your life, and you didn't even realize it until you were like an old man. Thank you. You know what I mean? So, shout out to you, my hustle. I said, my boy. Telly Savalas in the casa. That's right, my boy. He says, I have long hair. Damn, like Fabio. He has long hair like Fabio, he says. I kid you not. There was a Mexican singer. I used to go to Mexico. I stopped going to Mexico like in 93 or 94. All through the 80s, I took off to Mexico, cabrones. I've been on a Greyhound to Mexico. I've been on a train to Mexico, airplane to Mexico, and by car. All the way down there. I just stopped going about 94. And I remember we used to go to the tianguis over there. They were like the flea markets, right? And remember back then, cabrones, they'd put the tapes, right, down on the tables. There's just a bunch of cassette tapes all over the place, right? TDK, Memorex, all those tapes, right? There was a Mexican singer. I kid you not. I think his name was Chayanne. Chayanne, Mexican singer, and the dude had long hair. That's how Telly has long hair. Boom. Hitting like Chayanne. That's right, Philip. Órale, pinche Fabio. Yeah, but Fabio's not Mexicano, way. We're talking about Mexicanos over here. Órale. We're talking about Mexicanos acá. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, gente. I appreciate you guys. See, my Nemo Chemo, if you're in the house, I'm going to do that one tomorrow. It's going to be a good video, way. After party, Mr. 209 channel. Yeah, drop that channel right there. The Do So Nina. Go ahead and hit that right there. That's right. That's right. Let's go ahead and keep this pushing, man. Come on now. That's right. On a Friday night, here it is. Did you see it came out on the news? I forgot the release of this current. Let me go ahead and bring her up. Here it is. All right, here she is. Gypsy Rose, this is what it said. It said, Gypsy Rose Blanchard shares her first selfie since being released from prison for her role in her mother's murder. Now, I understand. Of course, this is going to be news. People are going to talk about this, right? But here she is right here. This is what is a little bit twisted in the head, gente. This is where clout chasing is a real pinche droga, and people just want it just to hit it, I guess. Out of everything she went through, all of a sudden, it's make a splash on social media. It's pick up where I left off, basically. That's kind of like a slap in the face. That's like when you see this pendejo Dubs that makes these videos out here all the time. And since he did a pendejada, now the family has to see him get all drunk off 3-4 Bud Lights and do what he does, call people out and say he's not for negativity and all that other shit. That's exactly what's backward right now. It's backward. It's not forward. This chick right here had a role and can still stare at a camera and smile for the whole world. Hey, I helped turn off my mom. And guess what happens to people like this? People like this get book deals, they get Netflix deals, they get interview deals, they start building their brand. You can do what you want. Serial killers do that all the time as well. These pinchy serial killers, there was a movie by Robert De Niro. It was called 15 Minutes. This was a good pinchy película. It was called 15 Minutes. And it had Robert De Niro. And this guy, these two guys that came over from some kind of European country, figured out a little plan. And they said, all we got to do is set up a certain scenario to go down. And then plea emotion, plea damage, plea abuse, plea insanity. Plea insanity. And when they did this plea insanity thing, guess what happened? Book deals, movie rights. The lawyers came running. They came running to the county jail when this serial killer dude got taken in and charged with all kinds of 187s because the lawyers smelled money. We're living in that time. They smell money. People are lawsuit happy. They smell money. I'm just saying, it is what it is. And a lot of people, they run off that now. Oh, you know what? You got a crazy pinchy story? I'm not knocking his shit. If it belongs on Netflix, put it on Netflix. More power to you. You got the copyright to your story. You for damn sure, without anyone telling you to close your mouth, can tell your story to the world. Tell your story. And if it's interesting enough, sell your story. Right? 49er Rays. Cuidado con it does. They got a picture of him once again. Bro, it's one of them. I just don't know with ese pendejo. I don't know why there wasn't any more videos like saying the rise and fall or some pendejo. Because again, it's just no one knows the internet, right? We're all just learning as we go, I guess. Who's running a make on everybody and shit like that? The crazy thing about it, and that's going to be no one's fault, but he's supposed to come from like the old school. He's supposed to come from some kind of school and something like that. Bro, you're just all around town and locations where people know. This is what I'm talking about. This is what the internet does to you. This is exactly what the internet does to you. The internet will make you wanna act cool. Wanna be cool. Want that pinche from people. And if the internet didn't exist, what would the dude do? Probably the opposite. He probably would have said, yeah, let me exit stage left and make the best out of what I got, which is I'm breathing and I'm alive. And 95% of the shit I went through, everyone else would have folded. I'm giving him some flowers right there, right? I mean, in the beginning, I liked the dude's videos. He was more calm. He was laid back a little bit. Yeah, this is my insight. And I actually dug it. I dug the videos then. And then it turned Dr. Jekyll into Mr. Hyde. That's right. The runner and his team's in the casa. He says Telly is a... like the Rockers. Remember the Rockers on WWF? Remember when they split up? They did like a little pinchy interview, both rockers, and then one rocker grabbed the other dude. Remember, he threw him right through the window. It was like a cardboard city. Man, those are the good old days. You know what? WWF on top of WWE any day. All day long. WWF, the golden years, the wrestling years, the Ultimate Warrior running in there. What about Lex Luger? All juice. Everyone was on juice. Everyone was on juice. Everyone was juiced to the gills. Lex Luger, Wes Watson didn't have shit on Lex Luger. I remember when they pulled him out and they opened it up, and aquí está Lex Luger, who's going to be another fucking elite wrestler to take on whoever, Yokozuna, Hogan, whoever it was. Everyone was completely juiced. Ultimate Warrior, bro, why do you think a lot of motherfuckers slowed down later in their lives? It was the juice. These guys, and it's crazy because a lot of them just got given it because they were told this is the industry standard. You got to get juiced up. That's crazy, man. And then you start having all these side effects. Macho Man passed away too. He had a little bit of size on him, not too much size. And then there was the regular looking cats. Like, you're like, okay, these cats look like they just jump off the couch. You know what I mean? They look like they don't put, you had Andre the Giant. You had all those wrestlers, right? Still, those are the golden years of wrestling. Who was the first one that picked up Yokozuna? I remember Yokozuna, the first time he ever got picked up and slammed. I'm just trying to remember who. Was it the Hitman Hart? Boom! That ring sunk in like this, cabrones. I can't. It was that ring when Yokozuna hit. It must have sunk like this. That was crazy. Was it Hitman Hart? Someone let me know in the comment section. You know what I should do? I'm gonna learn how to pull up a browser over here, and then be able to research it and start talking along with the people. I'll get that set up for next time. Risky business, that's right. Doing something strange for some change, that's right. Damn, when they start shaking it and doing something strange for some change, I ain't hating on anyone that's doing YouTube, man. Do YouTube, do it like it's. If that's what's putting bacon on your table, that's crazy. But when you start switching it up, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. That just ain't happening. That ain't happening over here. I remember you commented. What video did you comment on that comment on that particular comment? Wait. Now you're making me think. What video did you comment that particular? Was it strange for some change? No, that wasn't talking about the pendejo doves, was it? I don't know. Maybe it was. I also love Jennifer Beals from Flashdance. Okay. Yeah, so what do we watch? Today we watch Ghosts. I'm for watching all kinds of movies, just to let you know. The wifey goes in my profile, and then you'll see mostly action thrillers and all that. And then, so the last couple of days, I've been off this week, man. It's been a beautiful week, man. I'm trying to just slow it down, man. But I got that second win, so next week we're going to start taking it over. Again, we watch Ghosts today. Yesterday, what was it called? It's Complicated. The day before then, all week, these are the movies we've been watching all week. Drugs, Something, and Something. I think that was the 90s movies. I watch movies, man. Now, they're not my favorite. Okay, my favorite, of course, are mob movies. Okay, those are my favorite pinchy movies. Okay, those that I got the lines all day long.
I've been with made people, connected people. Who you been with?
That's right, man. Hit that like conspiracy. Yeah, we can always talk conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy when it gets proven true. Just remember, the Catholic Church, tocando tantos niños, and all these settlements that they've given money on, people used to say they're whacked out of their heads for thinking that this is true when it's not true. And guess what happened? It's not a conspiracy. We don't got to go all the way down that rabbit hole, but because I talked about it for a couple times, and most of the comments, you guys over there, you guys in the comment section, most of the times you guys were like, oh, man, it's too much, man. We're talking Epstein Island. We're talking CIA. We're talking counter surveillance. We're talking government. I mean, it is what it is. Niner Gang, Tally, just look. I still rock my Eddie Guerrero shirt. That's right. That's right, man. Rock that pinchy Eddie Guerrero shirt. Why not? I mean, it wasn't his intro something about, like, the raza. Didn't he say something like that? Didn't Eddie Guerrero have something like that? The raza, something like that? I think he did something like but he passed away, didn't he? Someone let me know, is Eddie Guerrero still? Because I was just mentioning a lot of people that were all juiced up. Man, that shit shuts your heart down, gente. The worst thing the youngsters can do is when they take a pinchy pill inside of them, and it overtakes their body. Did you guys ever remember when I barely started the channel out? I think I put a picture of Donna. She was a Cadillac I had, right? Well, I did the trunk like Texas style, kind of like Gold Toes has it, right? My trunk was like that. I'll post a picture. You guys ain't going to believe me. You guys are going to talk shit and maybe not believe me, but I had a pop trunk. Bzzz. The neon sign. Here's the perfect. I got the evidence right here. The neon sign in the DJ booth studio came out of Donna's trunk. I had it on a white board with all neon, and then I had two, the kickers, man, I forgot what their names were. But anyways, two amps, two everything. Anyways, the guy that installed that, my boy that installed Donna's trunk, like Texas, this was like 5-6 years ago. He passed away. I found out through one of his cousins at a wedding that I was DJing or something like that, that he passed away from pinche taking pastillas, fentanyl, or whatever you want to call it, taking pills. The worst thing you can do is take some shit on the inside of you, because once it overtakes you and consumes you, to the youngsters, you're done. That's one of the biggest pendejadas, bigger than smoking something or saca la bolsita. Worser than that. And now they're doing other shit too. They're spiking drinks, and it's like people just want to see, like that's some, like, como se dice, es pura malicia. That's pura malicia. And in my generation, I could say that, well, we try to protect people from that. Telly Savalas says, I felt sorry for her. I know, cabrón. Hey, it's a big soap opera way. I know, it's Days of Our Lives. That shit is a big soap opera. P. Nava's coming back, bro. We're going to have some kind of mediation. We're going to have I'll mediate it. I'm going to have Telly Savalas on the channel. I'll have her on the channel. Miss Chicano, too, just to keep it fair. We'll have another female, element on there. And we're going to get down to the bottom issues. How about that? And at the end of the day, boom, she's back. She's protected. You know what I mean? No more. We'll just put a wall around the trolls to block trolls, and that's it. We're good. Boy Aguilar Simon, he died. Oh, Eddie Guerrero died. That's what I'm saying. A lot of it, they're not saying it, bro, but they got to do what they got to do to make it. People, crazy, bro. Nowadays, people will do anything, bro. Did you hear it? It's kind of like when the whole thing came out with that Vato Weinstein. Remember? The biggest pinchy movie director over here in Hollywood, living in New York, had the top level politicians. Had all of the top level politicians visiting him, sponsoring him, endorsing him, exchanging money with all these people. We already know what he did. Bro, he fucking did a real life casting couch. This dude Weinstein did a real life casting couch where you'd have people that were saying, you know what, you got to go and audition. Okay, yeah. This is for the film Troy. And if you land that spot in Troy, you're gonna blow up in Hollywood and you're gonna make it. And the director Weinstein, you're gonna have an audition with him. And instead of an audition, which is supposed to be like something in the public or something at his office, it's at his home. It's at this dude's home. And it wasn't an audition. It was a casting fucking couch. The other guy, he just caught the bus to Delano. Danny Masterson. This guy was popular, famous for what? Mostly his role on the 70s show. Mostly his role on the 70s show. We know the guy, right? Pelo chino, glasses. He had that kind of look like, okay, he had a 70s look. He had a 70s look on him. He caught 2 R's. He caught the bus and got convicted, and rightfully so. The evidence was there for 2 assaults. I'm just saying, it's even a miracle that the news outlets will even report on something like this. But then you got that one motherfucker that had an island of children, and all of a sudden, the girlfriend goes away. The girlfriend goes and lives out her life the way she wants to live out her life. There's immunity. There's protection because we don't want any. Even if this newspaper article, there was a newspaper article people were putting out on their social media platforms that said 150 high-profile names are coming out on Jeffrey Epstein. Have you seen one name come out? I haven't seen one single name. Now, I've heard of the list, and I've heard of some people that are on there. Why? It'll blow you and me away. That's the shit that people call conspiracies, but they ain't no damn conspiracy, I'll tell you that. That's right, Spanx Contreras, I appreciate you. He says, I send mine to the Diaz family. Hey, Happy New Year, cabron. I appreciate you, cabron. A day wonder right there. Gracias, Spanx. Appreciate you. Cagapalo, Telly Savalas is... Oh, stop already. That's right, Robert C. La Knight, DJ Styles, Randy Orton, three-way match, winner fights Roman Reigns. Bro, that's after my time, bro. That for sure. I'm from the golden era. I think is that what they call it? I'm from the golden era. I had those pinchy toys as a little chavalito. I would just have like a cardboard box. Who had a cardboard box? It looked like it was broken down. It might have been from a box TV. But I had a cardboard box. It had He-Man. It had those wrestling figures in there. It didn't have no Randy Orton. Basically, I think my generation is everything before The Rock, maybe. I don't know. That's right, Cagapalos. Puff Puff Pass, he says, that's right, Chemo Flix is taking a break. I appreciate you, my boy. That's right, puff it and pass it and do it. Earlier, we're on decking and drinking, but you know what we're doing now? We're doing the little courtesy, turn off the cameras, you know what I mean, and just not have to go ahead and do it all right there, because back in the day, maybe we got a little bit too loose, man. Shit. You know, maybe we got a little bit too loose on that camera. Shit, man. Let's just go ahead and do it that way from now on. Because what about Chemo's Flicks when he had a little clip of L, right? And he's right there. Oh, got to hit the bong in the car. And then he puts the clip of Bound by Honor. What an example to set for the kids. Oh, man. That was crazy, man. That was crazy, man. And then he says, I almost crashed. Man, shout out to Chemo's Flicks. That's right, Cagapalos. Depends. Depends on what, cabron. I don't know. They're talking about the thong song from Jodeci back in the 90s. Is that what you're talking about? He wears, depends. Orale, I don't know about that, but they did pass a law in Oregon where now they're going to start putting tampons in male bathrooms. I know this for damn sure. There ain't no man in here. The testosterone is going to, push all that bullshit away. Okay, no joto shit, right? But there ain't no man in this comment section is going to need a tampon. If you do, respectfully, hey, if you menstruate, you do you. Risky business. Raza, we need to speak on the guns going to Mexico, not just the gente coming this way. That's true. The guns going to Mexico. I mean, come on, let's keep this real, man. Let's keep this shit real, bro. United States is the biggest consumer of most of the shit across the border, bro. Even in Colombia, where it's all yayo, cabron. Okay, like the movie Scarface, okay? We're the biggest consumers of everything, okay? Sex trafficking, who's the biggest consumer of all the sex trafficking? Right here, the United States. So there's shit that we're not shying away from. Guns going there, guns going here. Bro, when a country, the United States, under the fucking leaders that are just son chuecos y son vendidos, when a country that's with the chuecos and vendido government of the United States needs help, bro, this is what they do. They propose a measure. We're going to help Ukraine, $25 billion. We're going to help Mexico, $8 billion. That's not going for nothing else than cohetes, like you said, guns and firearms. Or maybe even helping them produce the damn dope that we're the biggest consumers of. Let's just keep that real. Niner gang, that would be good for Dubs. Is that right? What's good for Dubs? What's good for Dubs is get off of YouTube. Go live your life. Don't be a pendejo sticking your neck out because you're asking for some shit. I mean, I'm just gonna keep that real. The members only. We talk about certain things in the members only. That's something that we would talk about in the members only. And I would give you real life examples of people close to me or even in my familia that would have came from that same generation, and it would have been like, I'm out of here. I got what I got. These are the cards that I got, and that's it. But to be now laughing like a pendejo when you started all serious on videos on with Pisto and I'm living my life, you're living your life, and the victim's family is looking at you in disgrace. There's no honor. All there is pendejadas and Crayola faces. Órale. Support the new channel. That's right. Support the new channel. Is that, whose channel is that, cabron? Gotta blame someone else. Gnarly Vato says, gotta blame someone else for everything, right? People blame someone else for everything. I'm the way I am because I'm Italian. I'm Mexican. I'm Russian. Or how about this one? I'm the way I am because I'm Capricorn. Actually, I'm a Capricorn, right? And shout out to all my Capricorns. It's Capricorn season. I'm the way I am because I'm Sagittarius. I just can't get along with people. No, you're the way you are because you're just wired a certain way. Hopefully, at least you're teachable and will let someone check you, because what we need to do is normalize our friends checking us without falling out. That's right, San Lifers in the casa. Hola, Denise. That's right. Denise Castillo, La Chicana, is in the casa. You know, it's funny, amiga. Someone was asking me on a last live. Oh, no, it was on Dankin' and Drinking. Shout out to the fellas. Do you deny being Spaniard? And I'm like, what in the... I said, check this out, man. I said, I could show... I know by looking at my lineage, right? Parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-great, all of them, los que son morenos and son indios, I know I got the Spanish side. So some people were tripping because I started the cover-up chest plate. One side's going to be Spanish and the other side's going to be Aztec. And Aztec, I'll tell you why. I'll also tell you why. I know it's popular. Oh, just have all kinds of Aztec stuff and full sleeve, and I got a full shirt. I'm getting a new Aztec shirt and all that, man. Get it. But not knowing exactly where those tribes were from, I know this. And if we had Marvelous on here, he'll back me up. Shout out to Marvelous. That the Aztec tribe is like the Mexica tribe. They were both located in central Mexico, which is current day Jalisco and Michoacan. Both my parents are from that region right there, so it's Aztec blood or Mexica blood. No matter what it is, it's the blood. Shout out to Marvelous, man. Every time Marvelous posts, oh, hit me up, bro. If I was in LA, I already did 7 or 8 cover-up sessions. 7 or 8. The first time I started posting about them, I was like on session number 2 or 3. I did a live and people were like, oh, Kat Von D, you trying to do it like Kat Von D? I didn't even know who Kat Von D was. I didn't know that she's some high-end tattoo artist that had a reality TV show called LA Ink. I didn't even know that. What I was doing was, to keep it real, is just doing what the OGs did. I mean, you know, I see, I mean, you can see Skip. You can see Skip, the Sanho. Just black it out. So, to me, I already had seen that. You know what I mean? I was just mostly thinking they're covering up tracks because a lot of them, you know, would fix. You know what I mean? That's why why do you think the OGs, most of them had the peacock with all the pinche hojas over here? It wasn't because it was a peacock, cabrones. It's because, you know, every once in a while they got to go over the pinchy tracks. It just is what it is. Machete, that's right. Sorry, Denise. Oh, that's right, Machete, my boy. Talk some shit. Hey, like the hater world, man. Shout out to the pinchy hater world, man. He started putting out something about, I did a little video or whatever I called it, whatever, but he's talking about their subliminal messages in music videos. Is him spitting in our face. He's coming over here. He took the homeboy's little sister. The other homeboy was in the driveway looking. And that's right, man. Shout out to that cabron right there. I was like, cabron, ¿qué te está pasando? No, it's all content. At the end of the day, we got to have something to talk about. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but captions, titles, and videos can never hurt me. I mean, they can't, right? And there's been some big pinchy blunders. Big blunders. I'm hoping to do a video tomorrow. I don't want to give away too much about what it's going to be about. The hardest vato loco on YouTube says, can someone time out? Stop already. There they go. They're shooting shots already right there. Matter of fact, she got the pedazo, cabron. I actually think you got to fall in line, cabron, because she got the piece and you don't got the piece. You ain't in a good position, cabron. You're one down. You're starting that off on one down. So, anyways. Denise Castillo, I appreciate you, amiga. Risky business, somos mestizos y qué? That's right. So, yeah, so someone said, are you, embarrassed, or do you identify with the Spaniard side or something like that? I said, why would I be embarrassed or hide who I am? Who does that? Who does that? So again, I know I'm not looking at the indigenous side. I'm looking at the Spaniard side right here. Plus, I had read somewhere también that with the last name Z, if you had the last name and ended in the letter Z, it was like straight from Spain. It was going to be straight from Spain. And my last name is what it is. So, yeah.
Call from Denise. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, I don't know. I must have lost it. I thought I had it, but I lost it. Sorry about that, amiga. Anyways, let's pick up where we left off, cabrones. We jumped on a little bit early. I know I was supposed to be on at 7 o'clock, but I was telling the wifey, let me jump on the live right now, man. As everyone's getting home, settling in. I didn't work all week. I took all week off. I hadn't done a whole week in Thanksgiving and a whole week in Christmas, and I don't know how long, and that's my bad. That's me focusing too much on trabajo. Even these little memes and these fucking self-help, all this shit, that makes you want to push for to build an empire, to do this, to do that. You're going to miss your life. You're going to miss your life if you just don't focus on what's more important, which is the moments and slowing shit down. And stop trying to weigh everything with money and this and that. I wish I would have learned that lesson before Mom's passed away. I really do. Gnarly Vato. Hater World thinks we revolve around his pendejada opinions. No way. Bro, come on. Let's just keep it real, man. He's just a media company trying to come up and put out as much content as he... And that's what he's trying to do. Amiga, you're live on Chicano Tube, amiga. Who you want to give a shout out to, or what opinion you got?
Hey, Happy New Year, first of all.
Hey, Happy New Year, amiga.
No, I was listening to you, and I was thinking about what you said about either be like acknowledging your Spaniard or not.
Tell me.
I always acknowledge it. I can't deny it. When I start speaking Spanish, everybody looks at me like if I'm a gabacha, right? And I don't like being identified as a gabacha, so I tell them straight up, I'm Spaniard.
That's right. You say just like Gladiator, the Spaniard, amiga.
Yeah, I'm Spaniard. My mom's Chicana. She's from LA. My grandma's from LA. My grandma was from East LA. Her mom was there, when the Jews were all there. And it goes back like it's pretty much 4-generation history right there that I know of,
Well, what happens is people start using the Spaniard and putting that as colonizer, which is someone that did something they shouldn't have done. And I got to keep it real honest with the people. If they wouldn't have came and colonized and did everything we did, we never would have had the Bible.
Right.
We never would have had
never have been civil either,
And that wouldn't have kicked off the process of everything else that it kicked off. I know what you mean. I appreciate you for checking in with us, amiga. And the wifey says hi to you también, eh?
Aw. Terry, say hello, sweet queen.
And you have a happy New
Year.
Year.
I love everybody in the chat. And let's all just try to get along this year, man.
Let's try to make that a goal. I appreciate you for your call.
All right.
Cuídate
talk
mucho.
To you soon, Mikey.
All right, talk to you soon, Denise.
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Denise Castillo's in the casa. I appreciate you. A day oneer. She's saying, of course, she says, I'm Spaniard. Well, it's because she's proud of it. And if you're Irish and you wear a kilt, or you're African and you wear this, and that's just it. That's all. That's what we did on Chicano Tube here when we birthed this shit this June, you guys. We gave people identity so they don't have to be confused. And 9 times out of 10 is going to take them back to the teachings their parents taught them. if, you're Mexican Americans and all that. But shout out to Denise, man. Shout out to you, amiga Boy Aguilar. I have Spanish in my jefito side, and my jefita is Mexicana and came here in the 80s. Spanish coat of arms. Yeah, you can actually look up your coat of arms with the last name, and some people get that blasted on them. I've seen that. Some people get that blasted on them. And who was it? It was in the comment section. I think it was was it AZ Diablo 602? Somebody said, look at my avatar, and the avatar was, I had a slide on my intro, and it had the Mexicano in the middle, the browner skin, but on this side it was a Spaniard guy, and on this side was the indigenous, and that's just what it was. Here we are. We're the mixture. We know what we are. We're not confused, gente. That's why here on Chicano Tube, we push this. We don't identify as anything. Don't ask us about our identities, because that's for people that are confused. We're not confused, so we don't identify with anything. We know what we are. That's right, Robert C. I'm Chichihuahua and Mayan and a little bit of Spanish. Oh, okay. There you go, cabron. So that's Indian, right? And then the Mayans were mostly, like the southern Mexico, right? Going more toward Yucatan Peninsula. And then the line they ended up going down to like the northern tip of South America after the Mayans, right? It's all the same blood, though. All these different tribes. See, a lot of people don't know. Most of these guerras that are going on now, we're just copying the mannerisms of our forefathers when it comes to tribalism. That's the same shit. We go after each other. It goes back to tribalism, gente. We've always been at each other's throats. It's always been tribalism. Just like Denise said, she wishes next year we could, at least for the greater good, get on the same page and stamp some endorsements on some candidates because we want 4 years of abundance. I told this story of going to the gas station, buying this bag of peanuts, and I went back to the gas station like a day or two ago, or 3, and the same peanuts are half the size of the bag, same price. And that's what I said. The economy has to be number one. They're not going to dupe us into fighting with religion, with Republican, Democrat, none of that. None of that. We're above that. We're above political parties. We want to see who's really going to represent the people. Robert C. says, my ancestors' tribes fought the Aztecs. Yeah. So it was, the Aztecs had 2 other tribes that formed like a little triad of tribes that had the longest reign and control of the area, but there was never peace. There was never peace. There was always attack after attack and conquer after conquer, because that's just always the way it was. And a lot of these Pinchi civilizations were very, very sophisticated. They already had politics way back there. Talking about dirt, water that's polluted, that's killing our children. They already had politics way back there. Talking about what we're going to do to thieves and criminals who catch criminal charges. They already had civilization, a structure way back then. We're thinking their age is behind 1,000 years. They were never 1,000 years. They just could only use what they had to use, but they already had civilization. They had structures. That's right. Sacred Herd is in the casa. I appreciate you, amiga. There's another day oneer right there with the ranch. Came through. I appreciate you, amiga. She says, Chiricahua, Mescalero, Apache, Yaqui, Waimaon, Apache, Toano, Uram, Ike. That's right. Shit. You put that in some cursive, right along the here or there. I look like a good tattoo right there. Do it. I did too. I had some, it goes all the way around the neck. This one tickled. All the way around the neck. That one tickled. That one you got to be in the members only. That way you could see that in the members only. That's right. So indigenous on both sides, amiga. On both sides. Waiting for the invitation, amiga. The invitation is open. The invitation is open. We can come on the channel. We come on the channel and we could talk about all of that. Actually, history is probably something I would have went back and paid more attention to, Instead, I had to sit down, which I sat down, and I studied it months and months and months, and it was real, real interesting. To be honest with you, before YouTube, I didn't think I was ever going to bring up, or be able to use all of that we did. We studied about culture. We studied about raza. We studied about movements. We started about things in time, great historical events that pertains to, again, the raza. And then, of course, Aztecs and tribes. And then I actually think the history of Mexico was my favorite pinchy topic to always. Back then, we would get books from the library for like 25 cents. Back in the 90s, they would sell books that were worn out, but historical books, I'm talking about gold and knowledge, for like 25 cents. I used to have mom send them to me all the time. Or my sister, I used to have her give me like 6 books for like $3, and it was all history, and mail them to me, sis. But that's when you can get packages off the street. What's up with the blizzu? Did it hurt, Mikey? You know what it is, bro? It's I've been through 4-on-1s, 5-on-1s, different things, right? That tattoos to me it's you get the result. I mean, you know what you get into right now. Now that I'm in my 40s, yes, these tattoo guns now are pinchy torture devices, bro. They got detachable heads. They clip in 10, 20, 30 needles like. They look like clippers for her hair, bro. That's like Kat Von D. She had a double one like this, a double head that was like clippers, bro. I'm talking about like 2 inches wide, bro. She had 2 of them, 2 inches wide, and she was going to town, blasting everything black. That's where I got the idea. But back in the 90s, nah, we did them in garages, bro. You know, we had to end up buying the guitar strings, and then we had to cut the guitar strings and then feed them. And you could feed 12, you could feed, 16. It was just a lot of strings. And, man, shout out to the partner from Clifford, the Watsonville, that ended up blasting most of the people I know. You have Generations Deep. Sacred Hurt is Generations Deep, so she could talk about it. Can no one tell her, I identify as this? She's not confused. She's going to break it down. I would love to talk about that. Did you hear me talk about the Trail of Tears? I talked about the Trail of Tears. That was just one book that I studied a long time ago, but one book that I read. And it's just the history of it. But people try to, and maybe this is not your opinion or not, but people try to not focus in on the tribalism to make it seem like, oh, it was all the colonizer. The colonizer is the one. They did everything, and it was the colonizer. Like, as if you want to undo that, and it just, civilization wouldn't have evolved, and we wouldn't have had the Bible. So it wasn't. There was always tribal warfare, and maybe we could talk about that on just how the times were. It was crazy. The colonizers, well, maybe I shouldn't even say that no more, huh? Because these cabrones are getting a kick out of it. Yeah, Mikey. The Spaniards just came and said, well, they're already cutting each other's heads off. They're throwing babies in the fire. That's what the Spaniards found. So, I mean, let's just put all the facts out there if we're going to be fair with it. That's what I say, if we're going to be fair with it. La Puffy Guillen's in the casa. That's right, mi amiga La Puffy Guillen saying hi. I appreciate you. There's another Chicana right there. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias for tapping in, amiga. La Puffy Guillen. My bad. There it is. I had to wrench you up, amiga. I don't know why you weren't wrenched up. My bad, Puffy Guillen. Party all the time, Mikey. You need to do a DNA test. I bet you 80% Indio. Man, as long as I'm not 80% runner. I'm just saying, man. Where's my little 10 G's you owe me, pendejo? Carlos Mac Martin's in the casa. Shout out to all the Native brothers and sisters. That's right, man. Hey, they had sweat lodges. That's what I remember. Here in Salinas, they used to have sweat lodges. And I was like, damn, they stay in there for days. And that's a beautiful thing. Shit. If they're not on a lockdown, which most of the time Salinas was, they were able to be in the sweat lodge for as soon as the sweat lodge opened up, as soon as the yard opened up. But it was only a matter of time, in 30, 45 days, whatever. It was going to be rinse and repeat. Clear everything off canteen that you can clear because the next dude's going to get whacked. And that's what it was. So it was nothing special to the people that want to hear the story. But the members only can hear it. They hear it. Don't forget my Tarahumara Indios de Chihuahua. That's right, my boy. No, we can't forget them. Again, all these tribes just existed. So I know Azteca Mexica is right there in central Mexico. I mean, it's right there where Jalisco and Michoacan is. So that's right, man. That's right. I appreciate you, my boy. Part-time I can do any day test. 80% indio, dice este güey. Estoy más güero que la chingada, and Diaz is my last name, and 80%, it could be, but it's good. Okay, on my parents' side, the Michoacan, there were more, they had some color. They had a little bit more color, a little bit more brown. My mom's dad was güero, way. He actually, I think he had blue or green eyes. My dad's, and my mom had green eyes, way. Like almond green, and again, from Jalisco. So that's the Spanish blood. And my mom's mom, beautiful Indian woman, 4 feet tall, beautiful brown palette color skin tone, morena, India with 2 long braids, always getting braided with the mantel. God rest her soul, man. That was my mother's mom, 100% Indian. And so again, on the father's side is Michoacan, but he had some color. Mikey, that's right. Thank you. That's right. La Puffy. No, I appreciate you, amiga. Yeah, for tapping in. You're one of my day wonders. Here it is, a Friday night show. We started a little bit early. I was gonna get on at 7. I think I started. I'm an hour in. I'm an hour and 6 minutes in. But shout out to you guys, man. You guys do it.
Now you home with us and defend the barrio.
Dale, güero. Lléguele, cabrón.
Patos locos forever.
Forever.
That's right. That's right.
I'll kill you! Fuck these other vatos, ese! Get up, Chucky! Get up! You fuck with my familia, eh? You gotta answer to me here and now. Come on, toe to toe.
That's right, the Unforgiven. Hey, Mikey, do you know Cardo Mac? If so, whatever happened to that one?
Hey, man. What's your name? Hey, where you from?
La Primera, Islos.
You talk like a fucking chicon, man.
Bro, I don't know who Cardo Mac is. I do know a Mac. I was in Salinas with a Mac, and he was definitely from Salinas, but no, not a Cardo. So that name, it doesn't ring a bell. And you know what? We got the members-only section over there. In the members-only section is where the youngsters want to hear stories about the football games and the this and the that and all that. We got a good old time in the members-only section. And not just that, the members-only have some exclusive perks that you got to go in there when it pertains to some chingazos that we got coming up right after the new year. You might want to go and tap in with the members-only, man. That's what it is over there.
What the fuck you trying to mad dog it?
That's right. Shout out to all the Chicano homies. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. What's up with the Blizzu, man? Gracias, my boy, right here on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. We're going to be wrapping it up. Come about 7 o'clock, man. Let's go about 15 more minutes, man. I've been on vacation all pinchy week, feeling real good. So gracias to everyone that's tapped in. You already know what it is, man.
La R controlamos todo.
Denise Pearl said thank you. Okay.
Es la primera, sí.
Okay, here we go. Ernesto Ruiz says, is the La Virgen de Guadalupe the same Mary in the Bible? Here we go. That's a very interesting question. And that's a good question that I think the raza should have a little bit more information on, because a lot of people didn't know this. A lot of people did not know this, that is not the same person. That is absolutely not the same person. Hold on one second. Let me just That is absolutely not the same person, because the Aztecs, that all came, as a matter of fact, the same image that the Virgen de Guadalupe used, they didn't try to hide it at all. They actually copied the same image as the Aztec goddess. Okay, again, that's why we got to get Marvelous on the channel. The Aztec goddess, her name was Tonantzin. Tonantzin, Z-I-N. She was honored in the Aztec religion as the Earth Mother. So to the Aztec people, she represented resilience for the old ways to live on despite colonization. Remember, because they were colonized people. And protection from her cloak that she wore, the diosa, the Aztec goddess, which was a green cloak. Now, they pay pilgrimages to a La Virgen de Guadalupe, but that done morphed. It changed. And then the Bible got written, and all of a sudden, because there was a virgin aspect, that means virgin was the name, the Guadalupe, that's a whole nother issue, all of a sudden got interpreted into the Mary of the Bible. Imagine having an Aztec goddess be the same as Mary of the Bible. Does that make sense? So one, I think, was just made and fabricated. Mary, I believe, is real in the Bible and did everything that the Lord did through her. But let's not confuse La Diosa, the Aztec goddess, with La Virgen de Guadalupe, which is a second person, or it's a second entity, and the Virgin Mary, which is a third. You could say a person, or you could say entity. How about that? Jerry, what's up, my brother? That's right, Mile High Hustle. I appreciate you, my boy. She's right here beside me. That's right, my boy. That's right. Do what you got to do, my brother. Thank you, Denise from Pearl. That's right. Mile High salute. Cardo Mac had a YouTube channel called Chicano Style TV. He is the one who started the whole interviewing artist thing on YouTube. No, I'm not knowing. And when it comes to artists, what do you mean like artists? Oh, like rappers and stuff like that? Oh, okay. That's cool, man. That's real good. I'll tell you what, when it comes to music, the ones that like the music videos the most are the youngsters. The youngsters, shout out to all the youngsters, mostly from Salinas. Shout out to all the youngsters of town and all the neighborhoods, right? Actually, this Sunday night, I want to give a shout out to all the fellas from East Las Casitas. Shout out to all the fellas from East Las Casitas for the hospitality, inviting me. Sunday night is going to be a vibe. The real one invited me, and I already know there's going to be nothing but real ones there. And so I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and make that New Year's Eve what it got to be. But shout out to all the fellas. You know, it's crazy because the fellas see me, and they tell me beyond, they don't watch YouTube hardly at all, but they've only heard of the message, and they're telling me, man, you're doing a righteous thing, a real righteous thing. And I'm telling them, I nivelas. I'm showing people we can go from level to level. That's what we're doing, going from one level up to another level, and not just discounting people and throwing them out because of where they grew up or anything like that. No, we don't do that here, man. But shout out to the fellas. See you on Sunday night, cabrones. The Unforgiven. Okay, that's right. Yup, can't wait to see you guys. That's right. So Miss Chicano Tube is going to be coming on the channel one more time, cabrones. So when Miss Chicano Tube comes on, we're going to have that conversation because people have been asking certain questions, and I can't give you the female point of view. You know, que once a cheater, always a cheater, que side chicks, que this, que that. Miss Chicano Tube is going to be coming on more frequently on the channel, and she will give her 2 cents, and I will, give her place at those certain questions because people like to ask those questions. And also, you guys want to get to know her. And also, you guys want to ask her about us questions. Cabrones. I know the virgin was an Aztec. Damn. Robert C. just put something out there. He said, the virgin was an Aztec. He's talking about the bloodline. The Virgin Mary, born in Bethlehem. I mean, born over there, right? She had Aztec blood. Link that for me, cabron. I need you to link this. I'm trying to put a link between Jesus of Nazareth, the Virgin Mary, and I'm trying to put a link with the Aztec diosa. The same blood? I don't know. Could be. The same raza. She's brown, right? Is she brown or what? I'm just kidding, cabron. Is she brown or what? That's right. The Virgin was an Aztec, the baddest electrician in Monterey County. That's right. My boy Chris Crescencio Leon says the baddest electrician in Monterey County just stepped in. That's my brother from another mother right there. Now we're going over to the members only, cabron, because we're going to talk about some things, but let's go ahead and give that. We got to leave that in the members only, cabron. From back in the day, I appreciate you, my boy. You know what? We're coming up on 7 o'clock, gente. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. I appreciate you guys. It's Friday night. We're going to come back strong after the new year, gente. After the new year. There's a special video. A special video that I am going to upload. We're going to end 2023 with a shotgun blast. We're going to end it with a bang. I got a banger video. It's going to be a good old time on that video. It just, it summarizes exactly what we're doing on the channel, man. Here, of course, we come for entertainment. Of course, we shoot the shit. We get in the chisme. Of course, we shoot shots and we get in the chisme and shoot shots and everything else like that. But we mostly educate the people because I started this channel as a continuation of my work with the youngsters in juvenile hall. That's when I started this channel. There you go. That's right, Denise Castillo. Vanessa's in the casa. I appreciate you, Vanessa. Another day wonder. You guys were also wrapping up right now. Get the last comments in of the night. God bless you and the family. Mikey, good night. I appreciate you, amiga. Yes, gracias for tapping in. God bless you and the family. Happy New Year, gente. Happy New Year. I don't know if I'm going to include that in this video. I'm going to upload tomorrow. But Happy New Year over to you guys. I'm going to see you in 2024. And what I want to say is let's end it by saying this. For 2024, make it a point to make yourself a better person in what we can do, what we have control of. A lot of us have different situations. Not everyone has the white picket fence. I understand that. Not everyone has the roof over their head, the home, the fucking lassie dog, the kids. Not everyone has what is some people's picture perfect life. But that don't matter because your life can end from one day to the next. This could be the last life that I do. And all I wanted to do was live my life, enjoy it to the fullest, acknowledge God, appreciate what he's given me and the family, slow everything down as much as I could. Things happen. There's tidal waves. There's issues. There's this. There's that. But I have nothing to complain about. I have absolutely zero to complain about going into 2024. I'm not saying that my life is perfect or anything like that. I'm just saying this is my mentality. Once you've been through the worst of the worst, there's nowhere to go but up, gente. I'm going to catch everyone in 2024, man. Gracias, you guys, for tapping in. Ernesto Ruiz, we'll be doing a fireworks giveaway, from Chinatown in Frisco. We used to get them back in the 90s. We'd go up there with like $300. But you know what they used to do? I don't know. Put it up there now. They used to actually take us behind the fucking shrimp stands, behind the shrimp and the fish stands in Chinatown in Frisco, and that's where they would have the real good fireworks. Shout out to Gold Toes. He probably knows down in Chinatown, they'll take you behind the little ceviche stands and shrimp stands, and you buy the good shit. EBK family, I see all the homies are live. I'm doing my rounds. I send mines to everyone in here. Mikey, my boy, I send mines as well. You already know. I already know. There's the belt. The belt is stay warmed up on Chicano Street, Chicano Tube Studio, my boy. Hey, I already told you Merry Christmas, but have a Happy New Year, cabron. I'm going to drop one more video tomorrow, and then Sunday, I got a little bit of work I got to do, and then I'm going to tap back in with the familia. I actually got familia from Mex over here right now. It's a beautiful thing, man. I got familia from Mex. I'm going to walk out right now and start BSing and bullshitting, and, man, it's nothing but a vibe right now. But Happy New Year to everyone in the comment section, too. That's right. I hope all is well. That's right, Vanessa. I appreciate you, amiga. That's right, Spanx. You guys, I'm wrapping it up. Highly appreciate your support. Let's go ahead and end this with one more video tomorrow with the bang and pick up 2024 with a pinchy purpose. The primaries are coming up. After February, March, we get the primaries solidified. And then let's talk about who's going to represent the people. How about that? That's right, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Gracias, you guys, for tapping in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Many more episodes coming soon. Have a great the rest of your 2023. I wish blessing and prosperity over everything. But most of all, let's enter this new year the way we should, right? Jesus, the reason for the season. Gracias, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember what I always say? The most important thing, gente, remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.